on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne back at Radio Center along with Matthew Lester, where, as I said, we're looking at the clouds. Fortunately, not too much of anything in the way of rain or sprinkles right now. Some of you picked up quite a bit over the last 24 hours, especially after midnight last night. We'll get into all of that in just a second. As far as looking for some sun, well, you're not going to get any today, and it doesn't look like sun is in the forecast for not only the weekend, but a good part of the work week next week. I think we're going to have to go probably toward the tail end of the work week before we have a chance of seeing any sun. Maybe in between, just a break here and there, but right now we're not going to be under the influence of a very strong high pressure. It's going to be a series of lows and just a whole lot of clouds and mild air, which along with the cooler ground, that's generating a lot of fog and, of course, a lot of cloud cover. Not too much in the way of winds either for the next several days. We're looking for a northeast becoming a north wind as we go through the day today, right around 10 miles per hour, maybe a little bit less. I have noticed that we had a little bit stronger breeze this morning. But again, that was a function of the rain and the system that moved through. But it moved through very quickly. And now it is over really Albany, New York. That's where the center of the low is right now. So if there is any precipitation, it's going to be the far east side of Michigan's thumb and southeastern Michigan. Speaking of southeastern Michigan, we have a number of reporting stations reporting at least an inch, and that's a conservative amount. We have seen some reports around the Ann Arbor area, Saline, a little bit further north of Ann Arbor, 1.5 inches of rain over the last 24 hours. We get a little bit closer to home, but still staying in southeast Michigan. We have had some reports around the Lapeer area, Flint, and then moving up into Michigan's thumb, where we're looking at least 0.6, if not 0.8 of an inch of rain. Frankenmuth officially at their airport had 0.75 of an inch of rain. Chesaning had 2/3 of an inch of rain. Then you get over into Tuscola County. Vassar had just under 0.6. The back 40 in Richville, I did go out and put the rain gauge out last night, so I missed whatever we had yesterday, and I had just over 0.6 of an inch of rain there. Owasso had just under an inch. Durand had just under 0.9. And as I said, Genesee County, Linden, 0.9. Goodrich had an inch in the gauge. Lapeer was looking at a little bit better than 0.9. And Elginak over in St. Clair County had 1.1 inches. Whitmore Lake, just north of Ann Arbor, was looking at 1.3 inches of rain. And then you take a look at Washtenaw County, 1.3, 1.4, very common as far as moisture goes. And that a lot of it, again, occurring just before and right after a midnight start. Further north, they didn't get nearly the amount of liquid precipitation, rain. If anybody got much, I think Standish was probably indicating the wettest. They had a little bit better than 1/10 of an inch of rain in the last 24 hours, but there still is snow. West Branch is right now looking at 10 inches of snow. The Traverse City area about 8. Standish says they have 7. Petoskey has 4. Mayo has 7 inches of snow. Glenny is looking at 9. Gladwin at 8. Gaylord has 9 inches on the ground. Tawas is looking at 5 inches. East Jordan is reporting just under a foot of snow. And then you move a little bit further north where the snow depth is a little bit more. Benzonia right now is looking at just under 10 inches. Sutton's Bay is about 6.5. Harbor Springs is telling me they have 7 inches on the ground. Grayling has 6.5. And the Sioux right now is looking at 6 inches. Matthew, on the thermometer, what do we have right now?
Well, over at the airport, it's cloudy at 36. Over in Midland, it's cloudy at 37. Here at Radio Center, it's cloudy at 34. We have northeast winds at 16 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.10, and it's steady.
And we'll see those wind speeds die down and again shift a little bit, coming out of the north rather than the northeast a little bit later on this afternoon. And tomorrow, it's going to be all north and northeast breezes. Sunday, we're looking at north winds. Monday, pretty much the same. All of it a function of a very weak high pressure system, which is over the Mindak area. It's going to drop down into and around Missouri, but it's still not going to really be very strong, and it's not going to be drafting a lot of cold air up into the state. As a matter of fact, we're going to be running way above normal. Normal for this time of the year, 29 in the afternoon and 15 at night. We started the morning off double, at least double what our normal low should be for this time of the year. And our high temperature today, we're going to work our way up to about 37. A low tonight above freezing, 33. Then during the day tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, 37 for a high, 33 for a low. A low pressure system is going to cut across the southern tier of Gulf Coast states. It's going to have some very heavy rain associated with it in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama. That low is going to turn and ever so slowly work its way in a northeasterly direction toward the Appalachian Mountains as we go through the day tomorrow. So on Sunday, we'll have a high of 36 and a low of 29. As we go through the day, we're going to have a spotty mix of precipitation on Sunday. Nothing major. Again, that system will be well to the south of us, but it's going to push some moisture back at us. We could get a little bit of snow, but not much of anything. Monday, mostly cloudy. Monday night, again, there's going to be a chance of some showers around, maybe a little bit of snow mix, but we're looking at close to 40 degrees for a high on Monday and 35 for a low on Monday night. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, clouds. Chance maybe of a shower here and there on Tuesday, but a very little chance Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe a glimpse of sun on Wednesday afternoon, but temperatures will be running in the upper 30s to right around 40 moving into the tail end of the work week next week. Record high in the state, 62, set back in 1944. Incidentally, the warmest January the 26th was in 1944. 62 was our high, 45 was our low. And the record low on this state is 12 below zero, set in 1927. That was the coldest ever, January 26th. Our low was 12 below zero. Our high was 2. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, Matthew, who do we have?
Up next, we have Gary Kaufman from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Let's take a look at the markets. The last time I took a look, Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West, I saw corn lagging a little bit, but everything else was at least heading in the right direction. What are we looking at right now?
Well, corn is still lagging a little bit, Terry, and we got double-digit negatives on wheat and soybeans now. So it must have been a while since you looked, but no, in the last little bit here, hour or so, it's definitely. It seems like taking some risk off the table here this morning. Beneficial weather in South America, weak exports, rising crop estimates in South America, along with some fund selling to end the week kind of looks like on a sour note, Terry. So
Boy,
hopefully,
they know how to make a Friday, don't they?
geez,
Ugh.
if we look at last Friday's closes, Terry, from where we actually are here at the noon hour, we're up 2 on wheat, up 2 on corn, and unchanged on beans. So go figure. So here we
Wow.
go. So it wasn't a bad week until this
Till
moment in
today.
time. Yeah. So
It's amazing how that works. One day they've got a crop, the next day they don't.
oh yeah. Early indications on some of those Brazilian production, early bean yields are coming in surprisingly higher from what I've been reading here this morning. So the market's pretty much took note of that, I guess. So
I guess. Are we selling anything overseas these days?
well, exports, I guess, corn, if you look at the corn overall, I says it's not all bad from year on year. I mean, where soybeans, I think we're lagging a little bit on the soybean exports, but there is still some exports happening, for sure. But at the end of the day, it's not what we want. We want more. We want more demand to drive this thing, and because we do have an extra, pretty large carryout number, not only in corn but beans. From that last USDA report we got back on the 12th, and showing like we got a lot of product to get rid of somewhere. So it's been a struggle for sure. So
I guess so. So on the board right now at Star of the West, what do you have?
yeah, Terry. Right now we got cash wheat down 18 at 559 on the white, 469 on the red. New crop down 16 at 607 on the white, 527 on the red. Cash corn down a nickel, 367. New crop down 4 at 412. Cash soybeans down 10 at 1128, and new crop also down 10, Terry, at 1106.
Now I got to ask you, this is non-market related. How's Grace doing? After sampling all that chocolate on Wednesday.
Well, let's just say she didn't need lunch, so put it that way. Other than that, we're doing good. So.
But she's there. She's at work.
Oh yeah, she did come back to work. Yep,
she's a trooper. All right.
Yes, she is indeed.
Gary, thanks a lot. You have a great weekend, okay?
You as well. Thanks, Terry.
Will do. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth. Over to Oppenheimer we go. The market report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. If it's a heavy-duty 23 or a brand-new 24 1500, Schaefer and Beerline has got them. If you want a new Ram 1500, a Ram heavy-duty pickup, a ProMaster van, or a Ram commercial truck, and you want to buy with confidence from a business-linked dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is, I'll go to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. And the market report brought to you by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of agriculture for well over 125 years. 13 locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Doug Klein, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Hey, we're having a good day. It's a Friday.
Got that right. Can't go snowmobiling for another 2-3 weeks because we ain't gonna have no snow by the end of this one.
No kidding. Well, I'll tell you though, I was kind of surprised to see some of those spots, around Houghton Lake, West Branch, up in that area. They had snow. They actually have more snow there than I'm seeing in a lot of the reporting stations in the Upper Peninsula.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, good. Maybe we'll get back up there, but I'm doubting it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've snowmobiled in slush before. It's different. It's a little bit different.
Put some gas treatment in it. Save it here for the end of February, okay?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You're going to get her.
Well, here's what came out today. Personal consumption was up 0.7% on the month of December. And that was a pretty good number. The Fed likes that number. Unfortunately, personal income was down 0.3% for the month of December. So we spent more but made less. So geniuses. That's all I got to say about that. Intel is getting pounded down about 10% today. So something about AI not living up to their expectations. So that one is not working out. The Dow Jones and the S&P both hit new highs today. The NASDAQ did not. Of course, a lot of tech in the NASDAQ. So the tech has taken a slight breather, and the blue chips are actually okay today for now. So That's what I got. And here's your numbers. The March corn is 446.5, down 5 1/4. July corn 464, down 5 1/4. March soybeans 1213 1/4, down 9 3/4. July soybeans 1227, down 10 1/2. March wheat is 594 3/4, down 17 1/2. And July wheat 611 3/4, down 15 3/4. The crude oil has been pretty wild today, but on the negative side. 76.54 right now, down 82 cents. Heating oil is 275 3/4, down 3 3/4 cents. Gasoline is 224.30, down 2.2 cents. Natural gas 212 even, that's down 6 cents. And I saw that Biden put the kibosh on a LNG export facility that was gonna go in. So he again is playing with natural gas because he's king of the world. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3456 Canadian. That's down 18 ticks. The dollar buys 147.91 yen. That's up 26 ticks. The euro's at 108.64. That's up 18 ticks. The dollar's at 103.35, down 22 ticks. Gold is at $2,018.40, up 60 cents. Silver's at $22.88, down 5 cents. Platinum's a mover today, $923.80, up $30.
I got to share this with you, Doug. We have a listener who says he listens every day, and he said, "Why don't you ask Doug what happened before the crowbar was invented?"
Let me think about that. I don't know.
Yeah. Crows drank at home.
I'm with you.
Yeah, there you go.
I think I will.
Yeah, okay.
I think I will.
Go Lions, right? Okay.
Yeah, right.
Talk to you on Monday. Take care. Oh, Lordy. I don't know. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Joining me right now, I've got Joe Kramer with the Michigan Bean Commission. And Joe, you're in the car right now taking some folks to the airport. It has really been a busy week when we're talking Michigan beans, hasn't it?
It sure has, Terry. We started on Tuesday morning at the airport, ended up in East Lansing on campus for a day and a half, then off to Frankenmuth. And on Thursday, as you know, we had our annual can cutting event, and spent this morning looking at some new technology for the bean industry potentially, and now we're off to the airport.
And you've got someone in the vehicle with you right now who's not only a good friend of Michigan agriculture, but pretty good guy when it comes to working with Nathan Capps, right?
I do. I have enjoyed a week with Nathan and continue to learn from him. But yeah, he's right here beside me.
Fantastic. Let's talk to Nathan here real quick.
Hello.
Good morning, Nathan. You're with Bush Brothers. Tell me about what you saw. How were you involved this week?
As Joe said, we had a really busy and information-packed week. We spent a lot of time at East Lansing for the first day and a half with folks from Michigan State's crop science and agriculture departments. I got a good mix of classroom time for a team of about 8 of our folks across different technical functions in our canneries, and hands-on time with the greenhouse areas and some of those things. And then, as he mentioned, down to the Surbeck and Frankenmuth for the annual canning trial results, which we got a lot of, looking at all of those beans from the crop trials this past year.
Are we going to be able to supply Bush Brothers with the beans they need, Nathan?
Absolutely. We love Michigan beans, and we love all of our Bush growers in the thumb.
So at this stage of the game, it looks like it's going to be a good year?
It looks like it's going to be a very good year. We've gotten off to a really good start in receiving this fall's crop. No big issues, and we are trucking right along.
How have product sales been, Nathan, since, let's say over the last couple of years?
It's really depended by class, and you guys see the trends just like we do. We've got such a big presence with Navies in our baked products, and that's been largely flat. We've got some exciting, splashy things to announce later this spring for this summer's baked season. And then, as you guys well know, black beans continue to be really on trend, picking up new consumers, and we're doing a lot of work around new flavor offerings, package offerings, and new messaging on that side of the house.
We're looking forward to all that this coming year, Nathan. Thanks a lot for sharing. We really appreciate it. And safe trip back, okay?
All right. Thanks so much for having us.
You bet. Nathan Capps with Bush Brothers, along with Joe Kramer with the Michigan Bean Commission. Well, Matthew, while the telephone is hot, where do we head next?
Up next, we talk to Chuck Servinski from Maple Hill Nursery. Mr. Chuck, how are you doing today?
Hey, pretty good on this rather warm Friday.
Boy, I tell you, I'm seeing a lot of animals out there that are trying to feed a little bit, including some of our good buddies, the four-legged deer.
Oh, definitely. You know, snow has been non-existent all winter. In the last couple of weeks, the snow is back, and it's covered up all their food sources. So now we're seeing them invading backyards. At my house, they've just totally destroyed my backyard. And if you didn't cover plants up, you can still do that, even though there's snow on the ground. You can wrap them with burlap. We still have plenty of that available, and it still allows the plant to breathe the rest of the winter. You can put up netting or fencing. There's lots of different stuff out there, you know, plastic fence. Dalen makes something called Deer X that works really good. And you can also use deer repellent sprays, which is probably the simplest thing to do, but yet they're going to have to be reapplied after each rain or snow event throughout the balance of the winter.
And again, the product that you have is what, Bonide?
Yeah, we sell Bonide. We've got a couple different deer repellents. We've got some stuff that's ready to use. You can just spray out of the bottle, or you can mix it up in a pump sprayer as well.
Thank you very much. Good advice. Yeah, we're going to have to provide an alternative source for that feed this winter, because, yeah, they're feeding pretty good. Chuck Servinski, Maple Hill Nursery in Midland. We'll be right back.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor. Run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. It features a hydrostatic transmission and is simple to maintain. The Kubota B-Series. It makes the hard work look easy. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See Kim Weiss at Lingle Equipment, 3001 Sawyer Drive along I-75 at the M81 Carroll exit just south of the Zilwaukee Bridge, Saginaw. Call Kim today at 989-754-7801 or email at k.weiss@lingle1.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet in Vassar, and today I'm asking you to concentrate on three numbers: 226, 283, and 299. That's right, 226, 283, and 299. Those are three of this month's Chevy lease payments. The 226 payment is for the Equinox, the 283 payment is for the Blazer, and the Chevy Silverado Crew Cab is only $299. Do you realize how great these payments are? You could absolutely not have leased these vehicles 25 years ago for any less. These are incredible offers. That $299 a month lease payment is on a $54,000 Silverado. It's almost unbelievable. 226, 286, 299. Get out today to Cook Chevrolet M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on 24-month GMS lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates. $27.65 on Equinox, $29.15 on Blazer, $30.22 on Silverado due at signing. Chevy, find new roads.
We'll be back at 12:30 with an update, so you stick around. But now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem.